At this point, I'm still in the background layer, and I'm going to keep it in the background layer. I will zoom in a little bit so I can see the columns that I'm going to draw. So with that, I'm going to use this whatchamacallit tool, the ellipse tool. But before I do that, I'm going to change the thickness of the line to 1 point so that it's not going to go anything wonky. Okay, so I'll select about the center of that point. I'll even probably zoom in a little bit more so I can see what I'm doing. So ellipse tool or the circle tool, it'll turn into a circle tool if I smush down and hold the shift key. So now it is constrained in both width and height. I will select the control. I'll select the Alt key so that it's coming more from the center. And then let go, and there is my column. Okay. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and fill that. Okay. Now, from here, these are all basically the same steps that we covered on the first lesson of Illustrator, so I'll go fairly fast on this. If I select this thing and hit the Alt key, basically I am copying. If I don't do anything else right now and select Control D, it will copy in that same plate or in the same distance. Okay, so I have made this thing right there. Select this and I will move it around. Grr. Expand that. Path, I'll make it not visible for a little bit. So I could just select this thing. Oh, come on. Nudge it over. There it is. Oops, I lost my first one, didn't I? Alt. There it is. Okay, so now I got these guys. I could select all of them and Alt. Well, small screen is killing me. And what I'm going to do is to copy those objects. Control D, and it should be about in the right place. Alright, so there I've copied the columns so that it looks like a diagram of the columns. Please go ahead and copy one of those guys and select Alt and move it on over into one of the interior columns. Alright. So from here what I'm going to do is to try to make these things around, so got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 columns right here. I'm going to try to make it as such. I could just go ahead and select and copy it and drag it over to the same place or in line with whatever I have right there. But I'm going to try something a little bit different, which is I'm going to create a circle, or I'm going to create a line first right at the midpoint of this thing, so that I could kind of put a little guideline. Okay, so that's about the middle of the thing. with that, I should be able to draw another line somewhere in the middle of that. And with that, I should have a crossbar, or cross line. So now I could draw it from the intersection, the Alt, and kind of copy where that circle would be. So what I'm doing is making a guideline for myself so that I could kind of spot where the column should go. Okay, so with that, select the columns, use the rotate tool, select the center point, so select the center point, and then select the object, but smash down on the Alt key while you're at it and rotate it around. Notice that it just rotates around that circle. So get it as close to where it should go as possible, and I've copied it. So after you smush down the Alt key, it should just copy. Without doing anything else to that, if you hit the Control D, that should copy or keep copying in the same distance, so you made all of your columns to land fairly well in that same area. So with that, I'm done with these circles, so I could probably get rid of these, get rid of this line, and get rid of that line as well. And let's turn on the other paths. I wonder what this one is. And I have created a background image for my diagram.